with you.
I'm saying, you know, one man's boss is another man's gate.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep it real with ya. Real hot girl shit.
Yeah, maybe I should vlog this because I'm pissed. I'm real mad.
Hello vlog, this has been a stressful day. Get ready for the trip.
Okay, see, owning an orange cat means that you will never have a moment where you're not inhaling cat hair, and you will never have anything in your entire life. You'll never own anything ever again that won't have cat hair on it. So I'm gonna go change. Even though that'll probably have cat hair on it too. Ow, eye booger. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. So, I'm gonna be doing my makeup and I'm gonna be talking about terrible dates I've been on. Horrifying, horror, so scary, disgusting. Like, I really have the most, like, questionable, no way. Like, that really happened to me. And I allowed it. It's actually embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed for myself. Like, this is not embarrassing for the guys I'm talking about. Like, this is more embarrassing for me. So first I'm gonna start with moisturizer. I'm gonna use the Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. Come on, beauty guru. Sorry. Okay, whatever, you get it. Especially LA men. Like, these men are a different breed. Like, these men are ruthless. Like, it's brutal out here. Truly, it is brutal out here. Oh no, I think it's just maybe influencer men and like decided never again. Like, I'm done for life. No, I'm just kidding. Never say never, right? So I don't know what eye look I'm gonna do yet, but I think I'm gonna just wing it. It's literally 10 o'clock. Oh, sorry, 9:20 at night. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm most definitely just gonna take some pictures and then take this all off when I'm done. Maybe make like 2 or 3 TikToks, you know? For the one time. Okay, I'm literally getting off track. I'm supposed to be talking about shitty men. Okay, no, just a disclaimer. None of these men are shitty. Like, I don't want to say that. These aren't bad people. Well, maybe a couple. If y'all know who they are, like, please, like, just watch the video. It's just entertainment. Like, don't go try to find these people, you know? I don't even know who I want to start with. Okay. I think I'm gonna start with Valentine's Day. Not this Valentine's Day, it was the Valentine's Day before this one. What even year was that? 2021? Sorry guys, time is very blurry. Let's call him James. I don't know, that was the first name that came into my mind. James. Me and James had been talking. I don't even want to say talking. Like, we weren't talking. Like, we kind of liked each other. He wanted to take me seriously, but I had just gotten out of a relationship. So I had, like, let him know, like, hey, homie, like, you're cool. Like, you're attractive. I like you, but this is not where this is going, you know? I told him, like, I just wanted to be friends. Like, I never had any intentions of having anything serious with him, or even, like, sexual. Like, it was never like that. But he really liked me, and this fine, tall, tatted man, and you know me, I am a whore for tatted men, so Dad, I'm sorry, it's a joke. So I, like, gave into his flirting every now and then, and, like, we would just flirt, you know? Oh my god, it is so hard to do makeup with lash extensions. I had told him, like, I've never had a Valentine's Day before. Like, I've never had a Valentine. I've never had someone take me out. So he told me that he wanted to take me on a date for Valentine's Day. And I was like, okay. So we planned the day. We decided we're gonna have, like, a picnic at a rose garden and do that wine glass cake eating thing. And we were gonna paint. We did just that. It is going really good. Oh my god, you know what, guys? I actually recorded a get ready with me for this date, and I came back and I was like, the date was so good, guys. I had a good day. I hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day. All my single ladies, all my single gentlemen, I hope you had an even better day. I did not say a thing. I did not say a thing, y'all. I was suffering. Oh, also, I forgot to mention that, okay, so, like, weeks and like a month and a week before Valentine's Day, like, he was like asking me, like, what are your favorite flowers, like texting my best friends, like, what are her favorite flowers, what like cartoon characters does she like I'm gonna get her all the teddy bears, like this and that. So obviously my friends told me like what he was planning. We went to Albertsons one time. It's a grocery store, if you don't know what that is. I don't know if they have an Albertsons everywhere. So just in case. This is just backstory. This wasn't on Valentine's Day, by the way. But so I look at flowers we're passing by and I'm like, oh my gosh, those are so pretty. And then he goes, I would never get you flowers from a grocery store. Like, that's too cheap for you. Like, you deserve flowers from a florist every time. Like, I would never. And like, I'm okay with grocery store flowers, you know? Like, But I was like, okay, like if you say so, like shit, like give me the good but like personally, I don't give a fuck, you know, like I get myself grocery store flowers all the time, and I think it's cute when people just get me flowers, like, oh, like you were thinking about me, cute, you know. He just like had to go all out, like, oh, I would never, no. Keep in mind, I have like all these high expectations for Valentine's Day. Like, oh my gosh, he's gonna get me all my favorite flowers, because that's what he's telling my friends he's gonna do. He's like, I'm gonna surprise her with all these balloons and flowers and teddy bears and everything. Y'all. So when he left that day to pick me up for Valentine's Day, he shared his location with me so I could see his ETA, like how far he was from my house. So I kid you fucking not. I kid you not. I see this man's location stop at the same Albertsons that we were at, where he said those exact lines, that whole speech, that whole performance. I see him stop there and I'm like, So he comes to pick me up, right? I get in the car. There is these sad ass, dead ass sunflowers on the passenger seat. And I'm just like, okay, but why hype it up? Like, why say you're gonna do all this crazy stuff? I'm not a fan of men who don't hold their word, you know, or just like bluff, or like just try to make themselves look good for no reason. Like, sir, I would have been content with Albertsons flowers. Just don't be telling my friends like you're gonna go above and beyond, you know what I mean? Like, it's literally just for show, just all talk. It was just a bum boy move. That's not even it, y'all. That's not even like the gag of the story. So that was like the first red flag of the day. I was like, ew. I definitely know I deserve more than dead sunflowers for my first Valentine. So I had to rewind for a second. So we're gonna fast forward back to the picnic. Mr. James suggests that we go get food. We're like, for sure, let's go. We decide on Sushi. So we're calling a bunch of places. We already knew like it was gonna be pretty packed, like it was gonna be hard to find somewhere because it was Valentine's Day and like we didn't make any reservations, you know. This is like our first like date, like our first formal date, right? Like this is his first time taking me out, and I just feel like in that position, like on a date, you just don't bring up the check. You just don't talk. Like that's just the elephant in the room until the end. Like you just wait and see like who's gonna do what, you know. And it's just, I always dread that part. Like it's always like the I really wanted to like you, you know. So okay, let me just get there. We look at the menu and he's like, why are the price tags not on here? So then I just felt like I had to be like cautious or wary of what I was ordering, and I was like, okay, you know what, like I'll just pay the bill, but like, ew, that was unnecessary, you know. Like even if you're thinking it, don't say it. Like it's your first date, you know, like just don't say it. He's like, oh, what are you getting? And I was like, oh, just a spicy tuna roll. And he was like, oh my gosh, that's all? Like no, you need to get more, like you need to eat, like we're gonna be here. And I was like, okay then. So I got a miso soup, I got a hand roll, I got a spicy tuna roll. Actually, I got 2 miso soups. And then he got, I believe, like 3 rolls, a hand roll, and like more little like tiny sushi side pieces, right? So he was eating, like he was there to eat, you know? Blah, 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 whatever. Date is going good, actually. Like we're talking, like I like him, like I'm getting butterflies. I'm like looking at him, I'm like, oh, okay. And then the waitress comes with the check. It just ruins everything, doesn't it? It just ruins everything. And then she handed it to him. Ugh, I love when they do that. Like, yes, thank you, queen. I see you, you see me, we see each other. So of course I offer, I'm like reaching into my bag, and then he's like, no, it's okay. So then he opens it up, and then he goes, oh my god, guys, I literally wanted the floor to like open up and like just like swallow me and remove me from this situation. He looks at me and he goes, guess how much it is. Ugh, why would you say that to me? I don't want to guess how much it is, actually. Like, just hand me the bill, sir. And then I go, I don't know, like 60, and he goes, nope. I go, 70.
2 hours later.
He goes, nope.
48 hours later.
I go, 80.
3 days later.
This man, makes me sit there, y'all, and guess until I get it right. I was there for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, just guessing. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna cut my crease and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I didn't really know what I was doing. I kind of just Oh shit, I actually left out a part on the side. By the grace of God, I finally guess it correctly. It turns out to be 98. And honestly, that's like reasonable for how much food he ordered. And once I guess it, he's like, yeah. And I look at him and I'm like, I can pay for it. And he was like, no, that's okay. We can split it though. And I go, yeah, for sure. And so I just put my card in there like the clown I am. He puts his card in there.
Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel a little ashamed?
The waitress comes back and it's Valentine's Day. She looks at this and she's like, okay, I'll be back shortly. And I'm like, girl, I know. Don't look at me like that. And y'all, don't get me wrong, like, I'm all for 50-50, I'm all for equality, right? But it's Valentine's Day, and I'm telling you, I have never had a proper Valentine's Day in my life. And, like, you're hyping it up, telling me that I'm about to have the best Valentine's Day of my life. What is this? See, like, I wouldn't be upset if he didn't, like, hype it up to the standards. Okay, so I'm gonna trace my crease with a colored eyeliner, and then I'll be back to get into the second guy. Okay, sorry, I forgot and started putting eyeshadow on. But this next guy, I met him. Also, ignore the eyeliner. Like, I still need to clean it up. I know it looks like shit. Trust the process. I met him through, like, a social media project I was working on. You know, y'all are gonna go do your discovering, so I'm not trying to make it easier for y'all. But basically, let's just say I worked with this guy. And then, I want to say on, like, the 4th day of the project or something like that, he started asking me for rides home and rides there. So we would be spending like the mornings together driving there and then back. So we started like talking more, blah, blah, whatever. And so he asked me to go to dinner with him and his friends, and it was like a double date thing, and I was unaware, and I brought my friend, but it was just like, I was on like some friendly vibes, you know? So then we got there and we realized it was like a little double date situation. Sorry. I realized it was like a little double date situation, and me and my friend are like, as an empath, I can sense. But, like, I let him know I was bringing my friend, by the way. It wasn't, like, a surprise, and he didn't say anything about it, so I don't know. Okay, he was the type of guy that could not make moves unless he was drunk, and that was so unattractive to me. I wanted no part. And so he was like starting to make moves, and he was all shy when he wasn't drinking and everything. So I was just like, okay, ew, I'm not liking this. Well, whatever. So we hang out a couple more times, and this man calls me, or he texts me, and he's like, get ready. And I'm like, 4? And he's like, I'm gonna pick you up. And I was like, what are we doing? And he was like, it's a surprise. And I was like, okay, it's a surprise type. I call him and I'm like, well, how do I dress? Like, what's the occasion? Like, is it cold? Is it gonna be like, what, is it indoor? What's going on? And he was like, just wear whatever you want. And I was like, that's not helpful. So I was like, okay, let me make this a little more simple for the man. Is it like, can I wear my Crocs type thing, or should I dress up? And he was like, no, you can wear your Crocs. And I was like, okay, so it's more of like a chill thing. Sounds good. Y'all, I am in my Crocs, sweatpants, and a hoodie. He picks me up, and tell me why his bestie is in the front seat. So immediately I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I'm like, so where are we going, guys? And they're like, it's a surprise. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're leading me to my death. Like, this is it, guys. He did not tell me his friend was coming. Like, in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, he's taking me on a little surprise, like, beach something or whatever the fuck. I don't know. No. Oh, just wait. I don't know where I left off. Oh, right. So earlier in the day, I had gotten a flyer, for a party, for like an album release party or song release party, some shit like that. So I'm not very much a party person, but my roommates were. So I sent them the flyer and I was like, are y'all down to go? Like, do you want to go? And, like, is it worth it? They were like, nah, I'm good. Like, it doesn't seem fun. Like, it was just giving very much like straight TikTok influencer boy type of party. So we were just like, oh hell, I'll pass. I think y'all know where this story is going. We pull up to a neighborhood and I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, did you take me to this party? And I show him the flyer and he's like, yeah. Oh, you already got the invite. And I was like, yeah, I did. Like, what told you that was a good idea? And to like tell me it was a surprise and like it was just such a weird situation. Why would you tell me to wear Crocs? Why would you set me up like that? Like, was he trying to humble me? Like, I just, so many things were going through my head, y'all. I was like, this man is trying to humble me right now. Like, why would he tell me to wear Crocs at this party? So I step into the party, y'all. As soon as I step in, I see this. So there had been like a recent influencer breakup, right? So I see the guy standing at the gate. He comes up to me. He's like, Rena, and there's a photographer at the gate. He's like, Rena, come here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna get on TikTok room. This is so good. She's gonna see this. And then he just like grabs me and we take a picture and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what? I need to go home, like ASAP. So anyways, I'm like, this man is trying to humble me and I am not gonna allow it. I will not let this happen. So in my mind, in the background, my main character music soundtrack, dicks suck when I step in the party. So I was like, okay, I'm that bitch. I don't care if I'm wearing Crocs. Like, everybody around me is in like dresses, heels. I was like, oh my god, whatever. I will not let this stop me right now. It's fine. I go like talk to people. I'm like, okay, I cannot be stuck to his side the whole time. Like, I will be caught dead before doing that. So I go do my own thing for a while. I find some people I know. So we like eventually like find each other again and he's like, where'd you go? Like, you left me? Like, what? I'm literally ghosting this man after this. I didn't. Then I'm like, okay, I think it's time for me to just go. Like, I'm over this. Like, I don't even like parties. Why am I here? I go sit down on like the arm of a couch to charge my phone. And that same guy that took the picture with me in the beginning of the party comes up to me. Hey, what? He's like, where are you going? Are you leaving? Like, looking at me ordering an Uber. And I was like, yeah, I am actually. And he was like, why? Stay a little longer. Keep in mind, I have no friendship with this man. Like, I've never talked to this man. This is like one of our first interactions. So he's like, oh my gosh, take a shot. And he's like trying to hand me this bottle. And I'm like, no, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm just trying to make it home, homie. Like, I'm good for the night. Thanks, though. And then he goes, keep in mind, this is his friend. Like, this is literally his friend. He goes, can I come with you? I go, no. So I end up texting the guy that I came with. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just Uber home, like, enjoy your night. I should have just not said shit. I should have just packed it up and left, but I had the decency to let him know. So then he goes, oh my gosh, no, cancel your Uber, like, I'm gonna give you a ride home. And I was like, okay, at least he's decent enough to do that. I meet him at the front of the house and he's like walking me to the car, and in the midst of him walking me to the car into like this group of 4 boys, and he's like, yo homie, what's up, like, I missed you, bro, like, you know, the guy thing. So I was like, oh god, we gonna be here a minute. I mean, like 5 minutes into their conversation, he's like, hey, I'm so sorry, but like, I haven't seen them in such a long time, and like, they came here just for me. I was like, I'm gonna reorder my Uber. And he was like, okay. So keep in mind, I had been waiting, like, if my Uber would have been there like 15 minutes ago if I would have just kept my Uber. So here I am. I go back like a clown on that same armrest on the couch that I was. I go back to charging my phone, reorder an Uber, and that little fucking leech comes back to me and he's like, you're back. And I was like, yeah. Wish I could give y'all a name to these influencers because it would be so funny, but like, no. Unfortunately, I'm not as messy as I wish I could be. So then I get into the Uber, y'all. He picks me up and he's like old and he was really friendly at first, and he was like, oh, like, why are you like Ubering back alone? Like, why are you at a party alone? Like, blah, blah, blah. And I like explained to him the situation. Like very short, like I didn't get too into it. I just kind of told him, I was like, oh yeah, like I came here with a guy, he just turned out to be like fucking annoying and now I'm Ubering back. And he was like, I would never do that to you, like you need an older man, like how much have you had to drink tonight? I think I still have the videos of this, guys. I got so uncomfortable, I started recording, and in the back of my mind I was like, I'm gonna kill blank for putting me in all these situations tonight. Like, so tell me why. The party that I was at was like in the hills, right? So we were like driving down the spirally curvy like thing down the mountain. He stops in the middle of the mountain on the side of the road, and I was like, this is my death, like this is it, here we are. He stops the car fully, turns the light on, and turns around and takes like a good look at me, and he's like, you're a mango. He's like, you're a very beautiful young woman. Like, I don't know why he would do that to you. Like, I'm really sorry. Like, I don't understand. And I was like, Thanks. Can we proceed to the ride? So whatever, I do end up making it home safely, but
So you came over here with him?
I did. Big of a deal.
Let's say, you know, one man's boss is another man's gate.
Yeah.
You smell good. Yeah.
I smell good. You can smell me.
Yeah. I love that smell. You smell good.
Yeah.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Oh, that's alright.
I'll find another.
Yeah, shit. You may just be talking to that one. Shit. You may be talking to that person. I don't even know. You may be looking at him. Yeah. You even drink or anything over there?
How was I drinking?
Yeah, do you even drink or at least have some fun?
I mean, like, if it's there, like, I will. Why
Yeah.
not? But
Like tonight, did you or no? Right here? Here?
yeah.
Alright.
Thank you.
Stay in touch,
Bye.
alright?
Yeah, of course. Have a good night.
Oh, watch out. Are you okay?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. That was that story. And he ended up doing it to me again.
Your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they? You freaking freaks! When will you learn? When will you learn?
Okay, and then the third guy. Oh my goodness. We were talking around the time I went to Playlist. I want to say like 2019 Playlist, Orlando. So at the time, it was very hard for me to tell whether someone actually liked me or if they were just trying to like date me for followers or like clout or whatever the fuck. So this is what this man was doing. I was just not aware of it. And we would be FaceTiming every night and like texting 24/7. Like we were talking, right? So Playlist was gonna be our first time like meeting in person, hanging out. We hang out for like the first day and we're talking and he meets my friends and everything. I had a panel. So if you don't know what a panel is, like you get up on stage and like you talk, like someone asks you mic and like you have a set time and people can come to the panel to come watch you and like you answer questions and stuff. So I had one of those and he came to it briefly to watch me for a little bit and he had to go. I was like, oh, I want to see you after my panel. And then so this man was like clouded, but not like clouded to the point where he was like celebrity status getting mobbed, you know. He texted me and he was like, oh, sorry, I can't right now, I'm getting mobbed. Like, so you're telling me you're getting mobbed by people and you have the time to text me and tell me that you're getting mobbed? Anyways, so I was like, bullshit. My friends were like, bullshit, cap, weirdo, tomatoes, boo. The Playlist event puts the creators in the same hotel that the event is at. So all the influencers are in like one hotel type B type thing. Like anyone can go to anyone's room at any time. So we're watching a movie, nothing happened, y'all. I was a child. He randomly goes, wait, you're like really good at makeup, right? And I was like, yeah, why? And he was like, would you be able to do like a fake hickey? And I was like, okay, weird request, but for sure. My MUA skills are not showing right now, but trust me, y'all, they're there somewhere, I promise. So I give this man a fake hickey with eyeshadow and I go watch his Snapchat story later that night when I'm like alone. It's a picture of us together and then the next slide is a picture of the fake hickey. So he was like trying to make it seem like we were something, obviously for clout, right? I don't know why this happens to me, guys. Maybe it's just influencer man. Like every guy in this story is an influencer man, so maybe that has a lot to do with it. I have stories on stories, y'all. I just don't want y'all to go like do your digging, be like, oh, this person's this person, this person's this person, and then this person hits my line like, why'd you put me in your story time? You know what, I don't give a fuck. You're my story time because you are a weird man. Wow, you told him, Verena. Hello?
Are you recording a video?
Yeah, what's up?
My fault, never mind.
What?
I was just bored seeing if you want to talk. What's good, vlog? I'm here. I know it's been a minute, but I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, we're done here. I feel like I'm so bad at telling stories, guys. Like, I can never tell a story in order. Like, I'm so scatterbrained. I'm like, oh, wait, I forgot to mention this and this and this. So I'm really sorry. I'll work on my storytelling skills for y'all. Also, I feel like this makeup look is very mediocre. Like, not the biggest fan. Just learn from my mistakes. I feel like these stories are so y'all can learn from my mistakes, see the red flags, and just laugh at my experiences because they're painful. The lipstick I want to do. Ah! I just ran over a water bottle. No. It's literally just the fact that I'm taking this all off the minute I turn this camera off. Okay, I'm gonna see if this lip gloss looks on. Ew. Definitely, absolutely not. I haven't done colorful eyeshadow in a really long time, but it's actually really fun. Like, I didn't have any direction going into this makeup look. I didn't know any colors, what crease I was gonna do. And it was actually so fun. Like, I haven't played with makeup like this in a while. Let me know if y'all want more videos like this, makeup or story times or whatever, or if I just do makeup and talk. I don't know. Let me know. I hope y'all enjoyed. And pray for me in the comments, please. Also, don't date influencer men. Stay away from influencer men. Kidding. Bye. I love you guys. I'll see you next week.